following is a production of the Department of Broadcasting and Journalism at Western Illinois University.
Live from Salee Hall in high definition. News 3 starts now.
Good morning, Macomb. I'm Brianna Descaray.
And I'm Devin Biggs. Welcome to Good Morning Macomb. Today is April 14th.
We have quite the show for you today. A celebrity in Macomb is in the studio with us for a live interview.
Plus, we'll have a look into the renovated locker room for Leatherneck football, and we have the coach's reaction.
And a weather anchor wrapping the forecast? Devin, it wasn't you, was it?
No, it wasn't me, but maybe meteorologist Emily Manley will wrap her first forecast. Emily?
I cannot guarantee you that at all because I'm not a good rapper, but I do have other good news. I'm going to take a step out of this picture. Look at this gorgeous, I like to say, skyline of Macomb. Just beautiful out there. Temperature for Macomb is 56 degrees. Winds are pretty calm, but look at that humidity, 96 degrees. That is due to a front that is moving in our area. These are the temperatures around the Macomb area, 56 in Macomb, 66 in Beardstown, and 63 in Springfield. Moving on to our radar, there is a front that is to our west, You can see it here right behind me, and that is what could possibly be coming Macomb's way. I'll have all that and more coming up later here on Good Morning Macomb.
Thank you, Emily. And for your Friday morning, good news in the coffee department.
A popular coffee and baked goods chain is making its way to Macomb later this year. Macomb's Community Development Coordinator says Ray Helter says Dunkin' Donuts has already purchased the land on West Jackson Street.
He says Dunkin' Donuts is preparing to knock down the current buildings on the corner of Jackson Street and Sherman Avenue. Helter says there is no start or end date yet, but the plan is to be open in the fall.
We're gonna have to go get some coffee and donuts when that opens
You
up.
bet, I'm a big donut lover.
You'll have to wait a few more days to see Chubby's at their new location on the square.
Chubby's Bar and Grill was set to reopen in its new location on Thursday, but they have postponed their opening.
The restaurant posted on their Facebook page that they've had to delay the opening because they're still waiting on equipment to be installed. The new reopening is set for Tuesday at the old Shiloh's restaurant location on the square.
A McDonough County family is facing a fight of their life as their 6-year-old son battles cancer. Their child, Reed, has neuroblastoma. It's a very rare cancer that almost exclusively affects children. The Macomb and
WIU communities are coming together this month to put on benefit events and to support them. News 3's Megan Sanchez sat down with the family, who says despite all the hospital visits and hard times, Team Reed is staying strong.
If you ask Reed Brewer, laughter is the best medicine. His mom and dad say those giggles are what has gotten their family this far in Reed's battle with stage 4 neuroblastoma.
With Reed's positive attitude, it's made things easier for us.
The Brewers have spent hundreds of days in hospitals while Reed undergoes chemotherapy and radiation.
We spent a month in the hospital when he was diagnosed without leaving the hospital.
But they haven't been fighting alone. When Reed's cancer journey began in 2015, they started a Facebook page called Team Reed, so friends and family could follow his journey. Today, the page has more than 7,000 likes.
You know, he's so young and he's going through so much, and he's not complaining. He's always happy. He's always got a smile, and it really is affecting people in a positive way.
Reed doesn't mind the recognition whatsoever.
Yeah, I feel really famous.
Reed was declared cancer-free back in June, but the disease came back just 3 months later. Despite the twists and turns cancer has brought, the Brewers remain hopeful.
We know someday there's going to be a cure for him, and we'll be able to have our Reed back and 100% healthy.
As for Reed, he says the battle has already been won.
I'm a survivor.
There are plenty of opportunities coming up for you to support Team Reed. There will be a benefit for Reed today at Diamond Dave's in Macomb.
On April 22nd at noon, the WIU softball team will be dedicating their game to Reed, and the superstar himself will be there. If you want to follow Reed's journey, like the Team Reed page on Facebook.
It's quite a fighter. WIU Athletics is hosting Seamus Relays next week. This event was started to honor a WIU soccer coach's son who had cancer.
His son passed away in 2009, so this year's event is in honor of another local cancer patient.
So we're continuing to do that but this year we're doing it for Reed Brewer, who's a 6-year-old from Good Hope, and he was diagnosed with neuroblastoma, and it came back, so all the money is going to him.
The Seamus Relays will take place Wednesday at 6 p.m. at Hanson Field. WIU students can participate in a 3-legged race and other events. There will be events for the kiddos too.
They'll definitely be fun.
Check this out. Western Illinois University students put their strength to the test on Wednesday in a bench pressing competition.
More than a dozen people came out to see how much they could lift at the Donald S. Spencer Recreation Center.
Another couple dozen people came out to cheer the lifters on.
Rocky is going to enter the draft, but he won't be going to the major leagues.
We're talking about the last round of WIU's Rocky on Parade Sculptures. It began in 2013 with 14 dogs. They had a second round in 2015 with 23 dogs. The upcoming draft is for the 24 statue sponsors to pick an artist to paint their dog. The statues will have a concrete base and a plaque to acknowledge the sponsor once they are on display.
The event will take place Wednesday at the Forum in downtown Macomb starting at 5 p.m. It's $5 at the door and anyone is welcome. For more information about Rocky on Parade, visit the webpage at the bottom of the screen.
By now we have all heard about United Flight 3411 out of Chicago, where 69-year-old David Deos, lawyers say he suffered a concussion, a broken nose, damaged sinuses, and 2 missing front teeth, all because he was dragged off a flight to make room for United personnel.
NEWS3 went around campus this week asking students what they thought about the flight and if they will fly United Airlines again.
Not the nicest of situations, and I do wish other passengers had helped more, because they did, you can see in certain videos that everyone's just taking pictures. They didn't try being like, hey, why don't you help him up and walk him out instead of dragging him.
I feel like it just wasn't handled very well. There are multiple ways they could have done it non-violently, and it just escalated to a point where it's just unacceptable.
I've been in that situation before where they overbooked an airline or a flight, and I never knew it to be that much of a problem before, so.
If they dragging people off planes, no. I can't fly United, no. I gotta go to Southwest.
This week, the CEO of United released 3 different statements apologizing about the way the passenger was treated. United has offered a refund to every passenger on the flight and has promised to no longer have the police remove passengers from planes that are too full.
On a brighter note, spring is here. And if you want to add something new to your garden, Gardener's Day is the place to go. NEWS3's Brandon Dragon has the story.
On April 1st, Macomb held its 22nd annual Gardener's Day at the Spoon River Community Outreach Center. Gardener's Day is run by University of Illinois Extension and Macomb Master Gardeners. Gardener's Day is an event to help people improve their gardening skills and learn new things happening in the gardening world. Letha Clark, who is a Macomb Master Gardener, has been teaching classes at Gardener's Day for over 5 years now. She describes the wide range of classes offered that one can take.
The idea of today is that we just offer sessions that are an hour long and give people more information related to gardening. And it's a broad thing. We might be talking about butterflies, we might be talking about sustainable landscapes, we might be talking about water gardens.
Amanda Christensen, who is a program coordinator at U of I Extension for Gardener's Day, explains the more popular and unique classes that one can take at Gardener's Day.
Well, we had 4 classes that had over 50 people in it. And so the hummingbird class was really popular, the lavender class was really popular, introduction to 2017 plants.
For those who have a green thumb or just want a few tips on how to improve your garden, make sure to check out Gardener's Day, which happens every year for the past 22 years. If you need information about when this event happens, check out MacombareaEvents.com. For NEWS3, I'm Brandon Dragon.
A musical version of the hit 90s sitcom Friends opens in the fall at New York's Triad Theater.
It comes 13 years after the TV show wrapped up its 10-season run. The song list includes How You Doing Ladies, The Only Coffee Shop in New York City, We Were on a Break, and The Ballad of Fat Monica.
Tickets for Friends the musical will go on sale in June, and I cannot wait. When we come back, I sit down with royalty from Macomb. You aren't going to want to miss this.
You have 2 minutes to sit down and grab a cup of coffee and join us back here for Good Morning Macomb.
I didn't mean to be so out there, but I am furious with him.
I think just everybody in the newsroom, everybody has such a great camaraderie. All the opportunities that I've been given here have just been amazing to expand on that resume. I try not to beat myself up on the mistakes I make because there's so many opportunities. Just giving that experience, and this is how I got to do things in the real world, is really what the broadcasting and journalism department has done for me. When you have a really good show and that everybody nailed it, I mean, that's one of the best feelings in the world.
I want to eat apples and bananas. I need to eat apples and bananas. Why can't I eat?
1 in 5 children struggles with hunger in America. Support the Feeding America nationwide network of food banks to help provide meals to those in need. Join us at feedingamerica.org.
Garrett Covington chose Western Illinois University because of the law enforcement program and the chance to be a leatherneck.
Western has one of the best law enforcement programs in the nation, and I get to play the game I love. Whether I go pro or I go to law school, because of Western, I would take my success to another level. I am a success story. I am a leatherneck.
Think purple, think success. Think Western Illinois University.
Now from Macomb in high definition. Good Morning Macomb continues.
Welcome back to Good Morning Macomb. Today we have a special guest in the studio, Angelica Neiman. She was crowned Miss Macomb back in February. Welcome, Angelica.
Thank you for having me today.
Of course. So tell me a little bit about yourself.
Yes, so I'm actually originally from Quincy, Illinois. I'm a sophomore at the University of Illinois studying nutrition, and I've been recently crowned Miss Macomb, so this is a big part of my life now, and I couldn't be happier.
Very nice. Okay, so what is your platform?
So my platform is Eat Right, Future Bright, very similar to nutrition, health. We have a little bit of agriculture involved as well. I've been involved in the Miss America organization now since 2011, and what's really unique about the Miss America organization is the platform, and it's also a scholarship-based pageant.
Very nice. So what are you doing to prepare for Miss Illinois?
Right, so Miss Illinois is June 12th through the 18th in Marion, Illinois. And the biggest thing, I think, is the mock interviews. So getting ready for the interview with the judges, it's 10 minutes, and they can ask any current event question, any controversial topic. So you have to be prepared, and my directors have been great about it, coming to Macomb and doing mock interviews every week. So.
Okay, so what is your talent then?
My talent is jazz dancing. So I've been dancing since I was 2, and I also dance for the Fighting Illini on the Illinites dance team. And this year, it's a Spanish flair. I don't know if you ever heard the song Let's Get Loud by Jennifer Lopez. That's what I'll be dancing to. I'm very excited.
Very exciting. So what is your favorite part about pageants?
Probably the impact that you have on your community. So the Miss America organization is a 4-point system, just like our crowns. We have 4 points, whether you're a local title, a state title, such as Miss Illinois or Miss America, and those stand for style, scholarship, service, and success. And my favorite point is service. We focus on volunteering, giving back to the community. I think that's really important for young women to get involved in their community.
What is your background in pageants exactly?
So I started back in 2011, and I started the teen program in the Miss America organization. And my sister Celeste was actually Miss Gem City and Miss Quincy, and she was the one that really inspired me to get involved in pageants. And it's not the stereotype that people think of beauty pageants at all. Like I said, it's service-oriented, it's scholarship-based, and has a lot of benefits for young women. So it's been very incredible.
What pageants have you been involved in?
I originally started, my first title in 2011 was Miss Midwest Teen, and then I moved to Miss Quincy Teen, and last year I was crowned Miss Quincy. So that was my first year in the Miss organization as Miss Quincy 2016, ended up placing in top 10 at Miss Illinois, so I was extremely blessed with that opportunity and that award, and hopefully coming back strong again as Miss Macomb and representing your city well.
How long do you see yourself doing this in the future?
There is an age, when you age out is the age of 24, so I hope to continue on the dream of becoming Miss Illinois and hopefully hitting the Miss America stage someday. It's always my dream, and I love being a part in any way in this organization. It's an incredible organization.
Well, thank you for joining us.
Thank you so much.
We wish you the best of luck in Miss Illinois. Coming up after the break, Storm Team 3's Emily Manley will have a look at the Easter forecast. We will be right back.
A single ember from a wildfire can travel over a mile. That ember can ignite and destroy your home or community. You can't control where that ember will land. Only what happens before it does. Visit fireadapted.org to learn how you can help protect your community from wildfires.
I think what I love most about News3 is that we're really provided with a real-world experience. We're able to get hands-on work in news, and it's very similar to what you would find in a real newsroom, but everyone around here is really good about pushing you to be your best. News3 has really taught me to believe in myself, and that if you work hard, you can achieve anything you want. News can sometimes be really tricky, and you have a lot of roadblocks. All of us hold each other to really high standards, and I think that really shows in our newscasts.
It's a short ride from your neighborhood to your naturehood. To find a neighborhood park or green space near you, visit discovertheforest.org.
Now, from the Storm Team 3 Weather Center, here's Emily Manley.
Good morning, and it actually is a very good morning outside. Taking a look at our temperatures, 56 degrees, just absolutely gorgeous. Average for this time of year, actually, but our humidity is what I want to point out. 96 degrees, and that is due to a front that is moving into the area. Temperatures around the area, as I said earlier, we're all kind of sitting at the same. You can see along the river, though, that they have a little more, they're flexing more when it comes to weather, or the temperatures, excuse me, and that is due because of that front that is moving into the area. That front is right here behind me. As you can see that currently, that it's going to be moving into the area later this afternoon, which could cause a problem for some of those sporting events here at Western. Moving forward, this is the pressure system that is sitting over the top of us. You can see that this line is just, we are sitting right like in the middle of it, and that is that pressure system that is moving through, and that's what's causing those temperatures to be higher for the next 2 days, today and tomorrow, and then Sunday we come down a little bit. Now here's the almanac for today. The record was 87 degrees, just absolutely beautiful. Average for this time of year is 63, so we're pretty much average for this time of year. No complaints. I'm not taking any complaints in my department. Today, this is the system that is going to move through. You're going to see that it is going to move to the east throughout the day, but it's going to bring some rain into our area. Moving into tonight, that's when we're going to see some more rain into the evening because that system is moving through. Moving on into tomorrow, that system moves out of the area, and yes, we are going to see a little bit of cloud coverage tomorrow, but as that moves out of the area, it's going to be a beautiful day. Winds will pick up tomorrow. This is the severe weather outlook for Saturday. because we are sitting right in like the moderate area. It's kind of that, you know, we're not too sure if we're going to go severe or not. I do know that Devin Biggs and I will keep you updated on Facebook if there is any severe weather. Taking a look at the temperatures for today, wow, just beautiful. 75 in Macomb, 76 in Quincy. Just get outside and enjoy those temperatures. Moving into tonight, 61 in Beardstown, 60 degrees in Macomb. Really don't drop too much from today's high. Moving to, as soon as my graphics computer catches up, let's see if we can go back here. 80 degrees for tomorrow. Like I said, absolutely gorgeous. 82 in Beardstown. So get outside and enjoy those temperatures. Once again, this is today, 75 degrees, but we are going to see some thunderstorms later this afternoon. We really can't tell where they're going to be because the humidity is so high and it is so warm. This evening, 60 degrees and some few thunderstorms, and then look at this forecast. And on Easter, 71 degrees, just absolutely beautiful. I am so excited for Easter, but after Easter, we're going to see another front that moves in on Monday and Tuesday, which is going to bring some more rain into our area, but there is no complaints for Easter because it is going to be gorgeous, and I'm really looking forward to it.
It really is. It's going to be a beautiful Easter. Thank you, Emily. NASA has released new high-definition images of the Earth at night. It's a composite map of night lights in cities across the world as observed in 2016 and revised 2012 map.
NASA says this is the clearest view of human settlement patterns they've ever achieved.
I'm pretty excited about that. That actually seems like it would be quite the view.
It would definitely be quite the view.
Yes. Straight ahead in sports, we'll preview the big weekend coming up for Leatherneck Athletics.
Also, we'll hear from head football coach, Charlie Fisher, as he talks about what to expect for next season. That's next on Good Morning Macomb.
We taught him how to hit a baseball, how to hit a receiver, the strike zone, the net. You taught him how to hit the upper corner. You even taught him how to hit the open man. But how much time have you spent teaching him what not to hit?
Hey, Hard, what's this?
That's my resignation letter.
You're resigning.
Why? Because you're constantly ignoring me. You're half as active as you used to be, and you eat stuff like this. You've been putting me under a lot of pressure lately. That's why I'm ready to quit.
I forgot. I'll do better. Please, don't quit on me.
Okay, but remember, it's not what you say, it's what you do.
Listen to your heart. Don't let it quit on you.
Let's go for a walk.
Uncontrolled high blood pressure could lead to a stroke, heart attack, or death. Get yours to a healthy range before it's too late.
You make me wear my bike helmet. You taught me never to run with scissors. And to follow the swimming rules.
You tell me to stay away from drugs.
To always buckle my seatbelt.
So why do you keep a loaded gun in your drawer?
How safe is that?
You asked them to follow some safety rules. Now they're asking you. In fact, they're counting on you. Never let your gun get into the wrong hands. Remember, always lock it up. Visit ncpc.org.
My favorite thing about News 3 is you're constantly working with someone. If you're not going to work with someone, then your show's not going to go right. News 3 has really got me ready and prepared for the outside world. Traveling to do a tornado story, or if that even means traveling to Iowa to cover third graders, I get to work with some fantastic people. It wouldn't be the show that it was today without the production crew, without our anchors, without our talent. It's really a team effort, and I'm beyond blessed to be able to be here.
And good morning, Macomb. If you'll be sticking around at the area this weekend, well, you'll be treated to quite the show on the diamond. Both diamonds, that is. Busy weekends for both Western Illinois baseball and softball, and all of it's going to take place right here in Macomb. Leatherneck baseball will begin a 3-game series with the South Dakota State Jackrabbits beginning later on today at 3 p.m. That's at Alfred D. Boyer Stadium. WIU softball kicks off the weekend with a doubleheader matchup with the IUPUI Jaguars today. First game will start at 3 p.m. with the second slated for 5, all, of course, weather permitting. Of course, those won't be the only sporting events going around on campus this weekend. The 28th annual Lee Calhoun Memorial Invitational has already began over at Hanson Field. We spoke to some athletes earlier in the week who explained how important their lone home meet of the season is to the community.
It is just because it's at home for us, and we get to have support of the town and the athletes that don't get to see us as much, because I know a lot of people ask when we're going to have a meet close for them to be able to travel and support.
Switching gears now to the football field, spring practices are well underway, and we spoke with WIU head football coach Charlie Fisher earlier in the week about what the expectations are for next season after a disappointing finish to last.
First and foremost, we expect to win, to walk on the field. We've got, obviously, a bad taste in our mouth from the way the season ended a year ago. We were a 6-2 football team, and we're sitting there with the opportunity to win 9 games. Or certainly, 7 or 8 and be a playoff team, and we stubbed our toe. We weren't able to finish the way certainly I had hoped and the way our team had hoped. So, we've got a lot of unfinished work, so to speak, and our guys are approaching it that way. They know the expectation here is to take our football program to the highest standard possible.
And staying with football, earlier this week we brought you an inside look on the brand new locker rooms waiting for the WIU football squad. Coach Fisher explained what went into the renovations and how important it is for his team to have them.
Really top to bottom renovation. When you talk about every locker being ripped out, we're now all our lockers are wooden lockers, pro style lockers, just new carpeting, new logos, from top to bottom, everything is new, basically. And when you walk in there, it's got a wow factor to it, no question about that. So I don't think there's any doubt that the job that was done, the way it was done, is really neat. It's first class. It's exactly what you want in your locker room, because at the end of the day, that's where your players spend most of their time.
Looks good. Football season's right around the corner. That's all for sports. We'll be right back.
Hillary Dunn was convinced that Western Illinois University would invest in her.
My classes, friends, teachers, and activities have had a tremendous impact on my time here.
Hillary's passion for learning and helping others will lead her down a successful path.
Whether I choose graduate school or missionary work, I'll serve to the best of my ability because I am a success story. I am a Lebanon.
Think purple, think success. Think Western Illinois University.
I want to eat apples and bananas. I need to eat apples and bananas. Why can't I eat?
1 in 5 children struggles with hunger in America. Support the Feeding America nationwide network of food banks to help provide meals to those in need. Join us at feedingamerica.org.
I'd have to say it's just the fact that you can get involved right away. You walk in the door and you can learn all the equipment. And I've been able to anchor, I've been able to be a DJ on our student-run radio station here. I've been able to work any of the camera equipment and the audio equipment. The fact that you can get involved right away. Everybody's really friendly. They welcome you right when you walk in the door. And you report the news, but you can also have fun stories and hard news stories and conflicting stories. But yet you just get such a real-life experience here at News 3. Weather forecasts are a bit too stale. Maybe you need a little hip-hop to get your morning started.
Meteorologist Paul Ostman from Atlanta affiliate WGCL tried something a little different.
So you got to think of new ways to innovate and keep people's attention always, right?
Absolutely.
All right, I'm ready for your beat.
Okay.
Give us the weather.
It's weather, and I'm capitalizing on a cold front that's paralyzing the South, and it means brutal weather. Going to get worse before it gets better. There I am, got the pearly whites flashing. We're designing clothes to keep me in fashion, yo.
Ooh, dust it off.
I think it would be hilarious if one of you guys tried that in your weather forecast.
I'm not talented at rapping at all.
What about the sports?
Hey, I could do it. I'm 100% down to do it. Just give me the green light.
Well, Red, here's my 5-day forecast. Why don't you give it a shot with my 5-day forecast?
I'll leave that one up to you. You go ahead.
Well, taking a look at my 5-day forecast, it's going to be awesome this weekend. I mean, Easter's just going to be gorgeous. I'm really looking forward to it. So hopefully that everybody gets outside and enjoys it as well. Just got to get through some rain.
You bet.
Got to get through the rain. Well, thank you, Emily. Thank you for joining us this morning. We will see you on Tuesday for Live at 4.
Until then, follow us on Facebook or find us on Twitter. Just search News 3 WIU.
From all of us at News 3, have a good morning, Macomb.